What kind of homes can you get in Gilbert, Arizona under $300,000, and what is available to you off market and where to find those? My name is Cole Rep, and today is the daily Arizona update. Today is September 4th. I am a real estate agent that helps you understand the area of Arizona, and today we're going to be discussing homes that are under $300,000 in Gilbert, both for sale and how to get them off market at deep discounts. Then we are going to discuss some tips and tricks for you to find, and what you will avoid by watching this video is you won't have to feel the pain of overpaying for a property ever again when you work with the right people. So starting off, I just want to show you what is possible. This is 1447 North Dana Street. I found this address by searching online, but it is no correlation to anything that I have done with. So let me clarify that. And what I want to show you here is there's an LLC that holds the property today, and they actually purchased the home non-MLS for $300,000. Now, this is the part that I want to show you is if we scroll in, what this map basically shows is other homes or things that have sold in the area. So you might be saying 14 million, that's a bit outrageous, but it was 20,000 acres of commercial space on what is one of the most prime areas in all of Arizona. I think this is a full-on Safeway, so that might be why that is that number. But now you get into this neighborhood, you got, okay, 475, you got 366, 455, 440. Okay, so how did this sell for $298,000? So Eric, I'm assuming, is either the one that bought this or helped facilitate in this transaction, and he's a great guy, local legend. But what happened here is this was a property that was found off market. Very likely, this property had needed some sort of quick close cash offer. And what happens in this scenario is the family, they might be going through foreclosure. They might be in pre-foreclosure. They might just have had someone pass away. There is often these scenarios in real estate where people need a quick, easy cash offer to solve their problems. I know a friend of mine, this was about 2 years ago now, he was in foreclosure. And the bank said, if you don't pay off this loan, and I want to say at this point he had pushed it to about 30 days, then we are just going to take your home. So his option were, okay, could I quickly go find a traditional real estate buyer in 30 days and close to be able to pay off that loan? Not necessarily, because escrows can take a full 30 days if things go smoothly. So he thought, okay, my next best option is, could I go try someone like Opendoor? Could I go try someone like OfferPad? Could I get some of these iBuyer offers? And then they went to the cash offers of the local people. You might have got like an Andrew the Home Buyer, Dub Hawkins. If you're in Arizona, you might have seen some of these billboards. So he went to them. And then he said, how can you solve me? And then he went to us and he said, how can you help? We were able to get them the best offer for their home, the highest cash offer that was absolutely possible, help save them from foreclosure, and then give them a post-possession. So we're able to pay off the bank loan so they didn't come in foreclosure, then give them time to live in the home while they no longer owned it, but that way they can, get on their feet a little bit, pay off some bills, and then go find that next rental, so their next spot. The biggest point of that story is these are very real situations that if you are not aware of in your home purchasing, while you're shopping for a home and you don't work with an agent that understands this process and sees as many off-market deals as we do, we typically see around 30 a month, I would say, you are never going to see these and you're never going to have the opportunity to purchase these. So we like to help you out. We are doing a lot more off-market deals than we ever have before, and we want to share those with you. Our goal is to make sure that everyone has an opportunity to own a home, and sometimes in this crazy, chaotic market, that is getting harder and harder to do. So with this being said, this is just one example. But let's say you were to go, we're going to come back to that, but let's say you were to go on market and you said, I want something that is under $300,000 in Gilbert. Now this one I showed you is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath home for $300,000. And you can just see here, it's this one. So they're a little close, right? But you have a full house that's 1,700 square feet. Now, if I were to go on market, all I did here was I go active, coming soon, and I put list price between 0 and 300, which honestly, in this market, I can negotiate you a deal. So let's go 315. And then I did city of Gilbert, which you can see here. They're mostly in this area. These are your options. So you have a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, 1-bedroom, 1-bath. And then at most, you have a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, which is only 947 square foot at its biggest. So these are all going to be condos, attached homes. They may work for you. And maybe all the space you need, they're not unattractive. But if you are a family or plan on starting a family, or you simply just don't want the shared walls that comes with all this, I mean, these are probably your patios, although that's kind of cool because it reminds me of like you're living in a fort. Some people might like that. Some people might not. Let's just get to that. I want to find out now. Oh, patio. See? Kind of sneaky. But if you don't want to share a wall with your neighbors while you're out barbecuing, or you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whatever that looks like, then what you're going to have to do is learn to work with someone that can find you deals like these. So I want to give you one more example. These are, first of all, these are the 5 homes that are currently for sale under or where I could get you at under $300,000 in Gilbert. You're going to be in a condo, townhome, attached living sort of situation. Now, this is one more example. This is a home, 863 East Kyle Court. So BP Homes LLC actually bought this for $162,000 non-MLS. Now, I can't say exactly what happened here. My guess is that the estate had gotten it. My guess is Dan Tofin had passed away, and then the estate needed to sell. Sometimes with these situations, it is the trickiest because when it gets into an estate, there may be 5 or 6 heirs. And now you're trying to get every single person to agree on what to do with the home. Some people might want to keep it. Some people might want to sell. Some might want to rent it out. It gets super chaotic. And this is another one of those scenarios where the home, likely, if the person was aging inside of it, you never know the care that they were taking of it. Sometimes they can start to build up. It is incredibly sad, some of these situations that you can get into, because we've seen some where they were slowly passing away. They end up going into a care home, and then no one watched the home for months. The front door was just left unlocked. There might have been, pets at the time that someone took care of, but as those pets moved out, you start to realize that the prior owner was never picking up after them. So these homes are messy, right? So that's why the discount is here. But we find a lot of these homes often, and I just want to let you guys know that stuff like this is possible. So if we put our little guy down here, this is a full-on home. It is, let's see, 1,600 square feet. It's definitely not 5 bedrooms, 6 bathroom fixtures. See, that doesn't really mean anything. My guess is this is a 3-2 off in Gilbert, Kyle Court, 85296. I mean, it's in a great little spot of town. Just to zoom out to show you, right here, you are in basically the heart of downtown Gilbert. We use that loosely, right? Because downtown Gilbert is going to be a stretch of road around here, but you're in that area where you could drive there easily. So underneath $300,000 in Gilbert, Arizona, if you're shopping on market, you're only going to find attached housing. If you work with someone like us that understands the market, you can find something that's 1,700 square feet, 1,600 square foot. These are real homes. Make sure that you work with professionals that understand real estate as a whole in the area that you're searching. If you have any interest in working with us, my email is going to be linked in the description below. We'd love to see you. And this is what is for sale under $300,000 in Gilbert, Arizona. I'll see you tomorrow for the daily update on September 5th. Peace, y'all.